Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to today's live. We are live here on Facebook talking about graduate studies. We are going to talk about graduate studies today, and I hope that everybody is doing well. Hello, hello. So, pardon me, I didn't know that the time difference, yeah, I had it all wrong. So, pardon me on that. Pardon me on that. Um, I miscalculated it. I think that's the best way to put it. That I miscalculated the time. So it's not your fault. It is actually my. Actually, it's around. The time here is 12:43. So our the meeting was supposed to start at um 2 p.m., which should have been 6 p.m. Ghana time and I think 7 p.m. Nigeria time. So I'm sorry about that. Not your fault. It's actually mine. So yeah, kindly, kindly pardon me. Today we are going to talk about graduate studies and how to navigate SOPHAS to apply for your graduate studies. So I'll be starting in a few minutes. Let's just say in like 10 minutes time. I'll be starting my app. Yeah, I'll be starting in a few minutes. Let's give ourselves 10 minutes. As we are about to start, you can invite a friend to join. Yeah, invite a friend to join the live. We are not going to take long actually, it's going to be just an hour of our time. We will talk about SOPHAS application and so everyone here, as I said earlier, I'm waiting for a few people. So in 5 minutes to 10 minutes, We'll be starting the discussion. We'll be learning about how to apply through SOPHAS, how to navigate SOPHAS. So Kindly bear with me. Let's give others the chance to be here. Let's give others a chance to be here. Mm-mm-mm. So we have 3 more minutes, then we begin the program. Thank you all for your patience. Anybody who is here, thank you, and I'm honored that you are here to actually hear from me what I have to offer you. Thank you. As I said earlier, I miscalculated the time, and so it's actually my fault. I'll be starting soon. I'll be starting very, very soon. I just want to give people the chance to join. I don't want to start before anybody else. I don't want people anybody to miss anything. So I'll be starting soon. Okay. Um I think the time we have given has elapsed. I said 5 minutes. So I'm going to start. Before I start, I think the best thing to do is to introduce myself first. Well, my name is Dorcas, and this is my page, ARAM Consult. I'm a graduate student studying at Georgia Southern University here in Georgia. My current location is actually Statesboro, about 4 hours drive away from Georgia. Sorry, Atlanta. I'm a Ghanaian by nationality and a physician assistant by profession. So that's something brief about me. Um, I like to help people actually to apply for graduate studies, not just public health, but my main interest has been public health for some time now because I know that it gives opportunity for everybody, irrespective of your field. I know when I said that, people were actually shocked. Everybody was asking, really? Is it true? Yes. Um, no matter your degree, public health needs you. We actually need you because what I can say is that public health in itself is multi multidisciplinary. um, it's a multidisciplinary program or profession. Everybody can join. No matter what you did, no matter what you study, you can actually join public health and you can make an impact in your profession or your career progression life. So that's just a bit about me. Um, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my slide so that we talk about public health. And what I would say is graduate studies application is not actually easy. It's, it can be challenging, it can be fun, it can be frustrating. Yeah, and you learn a lot of lessons from it actually. It's not an easy thing. We may make it look easy, but then it is not easy as it seems. There's a lot that needs to go on. So you need effort and consistency whenever you are applying for graduate studies or when you choose to apply for graduate studies. You need to have consistency, you need to have the commitment, you need to put in the efforts, and overall you need to have faith and hope that is going to work out. So this is a way of encouraging you to um, know that we've passed through those challenges. Anybody who went to graduate school applied by him or herself passed through those challenges. There were times that you'll be frustrated, there are times that you are going to be encouraged, you are going to be happy. But then, in all, the two things that are needed for progress is consistency and commitment. If you have these two, you can do and do it very, very well. So, like, let me just tell you something brief about my application. I started my master's program in 2022, but my application actually started somewhere in 2018. So, you can see it's a very long gap between 2022 and 2018. So in 2018, what I did was to scout for schools. I went to my the embassy, the USA embassy in Ghana. I used to go there every Thursday to learn about the graduate application process. During those times, Zoom wasn't really a thing, so I had to take a car from Tema to Accra, cantonment, to the embassy to learn about graduate studies application, what I need to do and stuff. So it started in 2018 actually, but then the fruits I saw them in 2022. So you can't start just now and expect a miracle to happen in 2 or 3 months' time. It doesn't happen that way quite often. Unless let's say you have a lucky charm, then it happens that way for you. Yes, so that's a little bit. It's not to discourage you, it's actually to encourage you. Um, through this series, I'll be telling you about my own experiences when I was applying for graduate school, when I was applying for visa, my own experiences here in my school, like the culture shock, everything I'm going to be telling you. But it comes in series. Today, I want you to understand why you need a graduate degree, why you need to go into graduate studies, why USA, and what's are the benefits of graduate study for you, even if you don't stay in the country or when you go back home, what benefits are you going to get after graduation when you go back home? And I'm also going to talk about how to apply using SOPHAS. So I'll do two parts of SOPHAS today. Then the next two parts, which is choosing school and navigating through it all, I'll be doing that with you next week. So that being said, I think it's time we get started. So can you see my screen? Can anybody see my screen? Um, my screen, yeah. Um, pardon me, guys. I need to get something. I thought I could get my screen on by looking at. From the look of things, I don't think my screen will come up. I don't know what's going on. So, yeah, I'm going to start. Since my screen cannot come up, what I'll do is I'll make a video of my screen and share it on my YouTube page and my Facebook page. So, you can get it on my YouTube page today. Then, tomorrow you uh you will see it on my Facebook page as well. So, let's get started. When it comes to graduate studies, we all hear graduate studies, graduate studies. What do we make of graduate studies? So, to me, I have defined graduate studies as an advanced academic program that you can pursue after completing your bachelor's degree. So, it's an advance, it is more in depth, there's more research or teaching involved. You learn advanced learning. You don't just learn the surfaces. Let's say, for instance, in undergraduate studies, you learn the surfaces of whatever you are doing. But then, when it comes to graduate studies, you go in depth. You do more research. You do more teaching. You get the experience, the hands on experience. So, that is how I would define graduate studies. And it when you after completing your graduate studies you gain advanced qualification like a master's degree, a PhD degree in whatever field you study, and it prepares you for a specialized program. Prepares you for a specialized profession. For example, you can be a nurse, right, with your undergraduate degree. But then, if you study for a master's program, let's say masters in nursing or nursing practitioner or something, you become a specialist in your field. So that is what master's degree or a graduate study does for you. So there are many types of graduate study. You can have business graduate studies, you can have nursing, you can have medicine, you can have teaching, engineering, everything. But then my interest lies in public health. Why public health graduate studies? So the concept of public health is that it plays a very pivotal role in our society, and the professionals involved in public health or the professions involved are forefront for improving community health in different ways. So it's not just about improving community health, but you also improve the global world as a whole, the global health of all of us. So public health is a multidisciplinary program. It deals in disease control and prevention. And under this disease control and prevention, there are many, 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 many branches of public health. You can have health policy and advocacy, you can have data analysis and research, you can have environmental health, you can have biostatisticians, you can, there are a lot actually. So, it's been a multidisciplinary field. What happens is that everybody, no matter your field, no matter your undergraduate study, you can actually be involved in public health. The last time someone was asking me, I did computer engineering. So what can I do with when I go and study public health? I said, well, you can study for public health informatics or health informatics. Someone asked me, I did laboratory sciences. What can I study? I said, well, you can study clinical public health or public health in clinical medicine. So there are many fields that you can study. Even if you studied for health policy or public administration, we have health policy administration in public health. If you study for business, we have business studies in public health. So it's not just saying sake that public health is a multidisciplinary field. Everybody can get involved. Everybody, no matter your field, no matter where you are needed in public health. So that's a little bit I would say about public health, and why I'll tell you to study in public health is that every day new things occur, good and bad, they occur every single day. 3 or 4 years ago, we didn't know we were going to have COVID-19, but then we had it, and that's when public health, we knew the importance of public health. So what happened was when COVID-19 came, people who thought they were experts were actually giving out information and all those stuff. By the end of the day, it fell on the laps of public health. The epidemiologists, the biostatistician, the community health worker, everybody got involved. They were the pivotal role. They were those who were giving out information. They were those who were analyzing the situation. They were analyzing the trends and everything. So that's one reason you should actually study public health. There's always something that is emerging. There's always something that needs to be studied. There's always something about health that is gonna come up. And we have to know it. If you don't know it, we are all going to, excuse me to say, perish. So public health plays a very important role in emergence of diseases and other factors. Another thing is that there is now globalization and urbanization everywhere. People are moving to places, people are moving from places. So all this tends to have an effect on the health of the community, on the health of the individual, on the health of the country as a whole. So, public health is needed. If you are interested in global public health or global health, urban health, rural health, you are needed in public health actually. So, and also, you should know that there's always health disparities. When I say health disparities, what I mean is that there are always situations that are either at the extreme end, in the middle, or otherwise that goes on in the public health domain or in the health domain, like maternal mortalities. You need public health to study that. You need public health individuals to study the trend of what is going on in the community or what is going on within a particular race. So public health, I will say always, is a very, very, very important um, field in health that we all need to get involved. I wish everybody could have some knowledge about what public health is, because public health is just around you, your community, your home, your health, your family's health, your country health. Everything about you has an element of public health in it. So you should get involved. And what are your options if you want to study or have a graduate degree in public health. You can study for MPH, Master of Public Health. I think that is one of the commonest one that people actually study always. Um, so master in public health, you can have public health in epidemiology, biostatistics, community health, environmental health, informatics, industrial hygiene, occupational hygiene. Those are all fields that you can actually study. You can have a Master of Science in Public Health. You can have a Doctor of Public Health degree. And you can also have dual degrees. When I say dual degrees, I mean 2 degrees at the same time. So you can have like a public health law or MBA and public health, MPH. So MBA slash MPH, or you can have MBA slash DRPH, or a Juris Doctor Law slash public health law. So these are opportunities that I think nobody should miss. Nobody. It's a way that you can find to navigate or turn yourself into the health field. Maybe let's say you were interested in the health field, but due to certain things you could not go into it. So whatever study you have, you can actually divert back to the health field. We are You are actually welcome to public health. So when you study for graduate programs, what happens is that you actually develop skills. You know, to be sincere with you, especially we those coming from Africa and many on underrepresented parts of the world, what happens is in our undergraduate studies, we don't normally do a lot of practical or hands. We don't gain the practical or hands-on experience. We just learn the theory. Then, boom, we are gone. We've graduated. So you graduate and you don't even know what to do. That's why I'm not surprised when people who have a bachelor's degree don't know how to do certain things. You'll be like, oh, well, this thing should have been taught in your undergraduate, but you don't have the skill set, you don't have the hands-on experience, you've not developed your skills, you only learned, and then you left. But here in the United States, even at the undergraduate level, people get the hands-on experience. So if you don't have that hands-on experience back home, I will encourage you to apply for a graduate studies to get that hands-on experience. And if you are interested in research, data analysis and stuff, public health offers you the opportunity to do a lot of this stuff. You don't just come and learn and go. No, you do practice. You learn how to use programming languages, you learn how to write research, literature reviews, you learn how to go into communities to assess communities, you learn a whole lot of you get a whole lot of experiences. And even after the experiences you get in the classroom, there are more experiences that you can get outside the classrooms, like going for conferences. You go for conferences, you meet new people, you talk to them, you know what they are doing, you socialize, you build connections that can help you after you move out of school. So it's not just about going to school throughout. No. What happens is you go to school for a while, then you also get that experience in the classroom experience, outside classroom experience, and there are many opportunities for internship. That's when you join, you are able to gain a lot of experiences. So I would encourage anybody watching me today that get yourself equipped, get your documents ready, and start applying for a graduate school. Even if it's not public health, please try and apply for something. Apply for a graduate school and move. Get new experiences, get new skill sets. That is something I would highly encourage for you. So now, um, I'm going to talk about how you apply for a public health program. So I was saying it the other time, or when you go through my Facebook stuff, you will know that I said SOPHAS. SOPHAS, the full meaning of SOPHAS is Schools of Public Health Application Services. So, SOPHAS has a lot of programs you can apply to. There are many programs, over 140 programs, and over 100 plus universities that are accredited that you can apply to. It's not just any university. So you get the good schools or the schools that are accredited by an accreditation board here in the United States. So you are able to get that experience. It's not like you finish school then you get to hear that, oh, your degree is not good, you didn't get it from an accredited university. It happens to people many times. They go to different schools or some schools, and then after 3 or 4 years or 2 years or 1 year in the school, they learn that, well, your degree or the school you went to is not accredited. Then it means you wasted a whole year or you wasted some years of your life which you could have used for other things. So with the SOFAS application, it is um it is all accredited schools, not just any school at all accredited. Every school that you go to is, or you choose to go, is accredited. So that is something that is very, it makes the application process very convenient, and it gives you the agency to apply to more than one school. You can apply to more than 3 or 4 schools on SOFA's website. So the first thing you need to do is to create an account on SOFA's. So I'm going to type in the name again so you can look it out on Google. You go to the applicant login session, then you apply. So I'm going to send the link in the comment section very soon. Give me a minute. Yeah, so the link is over there. You create an account, an applicant account with that link. You create your account. So when you are done creating the account, then you come to the main thing to do. SOFA's application has 4 parts. We have the personal information part, the academic history, the supporting information, then your program materials. So there are 4 parts in all. Today I'm going to talk about 2 of those parts. Tomorrow, next week Thursday, we will have another Facebook Live, and I'll talk about the 2 other parts of the application system. And I hope by then I have a surprise for you. I'm hoping so. By that time, I may have a surprise or something to tell you guys about SOFA's application process. So yeah, with the personal information, it comes in about 7 parts, and it's actually quite easier to do. That's where you put in your bio data, your contact information, where you are from, which country you were born in, your family information like your parents, your guardian information, you put it there, you put your ethnicity, and then other information. One thing I would tell you to be careful about is your name and your date of birth on this part of the application process. Make sure that the name and the date of birth you use matches what is on your passport and what is on your certificate. Do not use any name that is different from what is on your passport or what is on your certificate, especially. Please try and make sure that the name, the spelling, and in the order in which they come are the same, or it shows the same on your passport and your certificates. By certificates, I mean your degree certificates, your transcripts, your birth certificates, everything should be the same. Try as much as possible to check for that. Also, what I'll tell you to do is, what I'll tell you again to look out for is with your date of birth. No matter your age, you can apply for graduate studies. Do not reduce your age because you think, well, if I reduce my age, I stand a better chance of getting the admission. No, it's not true. Please and please again, do not reduce your age because you feel like, well, if I reduce it, I'll get, they would give me admission. No matter your age, you are still eligible for graduate school. It is never late. So try as much as possible not to reduce your age or increase your age. Let it be the same. There should be consistency in your passport, your application, and in your document. Another thing I'll talk about is your race and ethnicity. Most of the time, people get confused as to which one is race, which one is ethnicity, what should I do? What I'll tell you is that race, if you are black, you are from Africa, and you are black, you were born and raised in Africa, you don't have Hispanic origins, you don't choose Hispanic. You should know the meaning, the difference between Hispanic and non-Hispanic. You should know that you don't go and choose black Hispanic. Most of the time, those who are black and Hispanic are those from the Caribbeans. Unless you are from that side or your ancestry comes from that side, you just choose black, non-Hispanic, and go your way. It can be very. I know it can be confusing. So that's just a little I will tell you about that. Then another thing we'll talk about is the supporting information. Um, we will delve deeper into recommendation letters. But then today, what I'll tell you is that in SOPHAS application, you need three recommendation letters, just three, to apply to as many schools as possible. It's very, very convenient. You don't need to disturb your recommenders as well every time you need a recommendation letter. No, when you have one, two, three, you are done. That's it. So, with your recommendation letter, the trigger warning here is that your family, anybody in your family, your immediate or your extended family cannot recommend you for graduate studies. Your friends cannot recommend you for graduate studies. Your wife, your spouse cannot recommend you. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend cannot recommend you for graduate studies. Who can recommend you then? One, your professors. Back home, undergraduate professors, you can have them to recommend you. You can have your pastor or somebody of high authority to recommend you. Your boss at work can recommend you. Never your friend at work, never your colleague at work. It should always be somebody who is higher, someone maybe you've worked with, or that someone who has taught you in the past. These are the people that can recommend you. Your family, your friends, your spouse, your girlfriends, nobody can recommend you. So please take note of that. And take note of the admission timelines with respect to your recommendation letter. What our advice is that when you go to the site, you actually send out the recommendation letters before the application due date. So that gives your recommended some time to recommend you. It's not just well, tomorrow is the deadline, so why don't I send a message today? As you are preparing your materials to apply, you contact your recommenders. You send them an email, you send them letters that say, Madam, I want you to recommend me for graduate studies. Can you do that? I would like to have your email. And also with the email, if the person, it should be an official email. You shouldn't have any funny names, any nicknames. It should come, if the person is recommending you is the person recommending you is a lecturer in your former university, it should come on the school email. The email should be the school email, school domain email. It should not be their personal email. That is one thing you should know. Another thing is that the letters should be on a letterhead. So if your school, let's say you attended Presbyterian University College or Legon, the recommendation letter should not just be on a blank sheet. It should be on a letterhead. If there's no letterhead, you should make sure that the stamp or the signature on it is actually from the school. Please don't format or make your own recommendation letters. You can be caught, and when you are caught, you may be banned from coming to the United States or ever applying for graduate studies anywhere in the world. So what I'm going to tell you is that make sure your recommendation letters are from the right people. Send them on time. Ask them for the recommendation letters on time, and know the people, the kind of people you want them to recommend you. Don't Not just anybody, because the person taught you in the university, so you are going to let that person recommend you. Meanwhile, maybe you didn't even do well in his subject. He goes to check your transcript and he's like, so this person that got D or E wants me to recommend him or her. No, no, never. They are not going to do that. So please know those who you contact to recommend you. That's what I would say about the recommendation letter. And also your experiences. This is very, very, very important. What have you done? How have you served your community? How have you served the people around you? Your experiences come in the form of your employment. What employment opportunities have you done? What employments have you taken? What jobs have you taken? It also comes in the context of volunteering work. What have you volunteered to do? Who have you helped in the community, where you live, where you work, your country? What have you done? What experience do you have? What internships have you taken up, whether paid or not paid? What have you done for your community? That is what we mean by experiences. You can add your national service. I know in Nigeria it's called corps. Yeah, you can add that one to your your experiences. So experiences are very, very important. You can't tell me that you completed school in 2019 and you have no experience. My guy, what were you doing all this while? Or that you are 40 years and you had your degree and you have no experience. It is impossible. It is actually impossible. Practically impossible. You need to have those experiences. Experiences are very important. It tells the admissions team that, well, this person has done something for their community aside their normal thing. So when they come to school, aside their academics, they are going to do something that benefits the community, that benefits the school, or they have the experience that can benefit the school. Let's say you have experience in community engagement, community partnership. When you come to school and they are organizing programs like that, you can partake, you can share your input for people to know. So experiences also play a vital role in whether you will be admitted, you'll be given admission letters, or you are not going to be given admission letter. Then also your achievements. Don't worry if you've not received any award, you've not gotten any recommendation or recognition anywhere. But then if you have it, kindly add it up to your application. If you don't have it, please don't forge one. Don't forge it. Okay? Don't forge it if you don't have one. Then we talk about license and certification. Maybe you did some short courses, or you have a license in medicine, license in nursing or something. You can add all those up there. You have to explain what they are, it was issued to you, when it's going to expire. You have to explain all those, and you'll be given the opportunity to upload those documents too. So try as much as possible to conclude that in your application. We'll be talking about CV also another time. But what I would say about CV or resume is that they are actually different. There's actually a difference between a CV and a resume. A CV is not up to 3 pages long. A resume, on the other hand, can be longer than that. So you should know the difference and you should know which one is American standard CV. You just don't upload anything at all. What is the American standard one? You cannot upload a CV, I call it rainbow colored CV. The first line has red color, another one has yellow, another one has blue, and all those stuff. Then you upload it. No, no. You need to upload a very good CV. You don't need to demarcate. There's no lines. This is not a plot of land. Your CV is not a plot of land. So you don't need all those lines and all those things in it, all those colors, demarcation and all. No, no, no. You need to have an American standard CV. I'll be making a Facebook live and talk about that another time. I promise I will. I have a very busy schedule, but then I will talk about that to you too. And so that you can know what to do, what not to add, everything. We will have time for that. Then also, we come to how can I assist you? How can I assist you in your application process? How can I assist you? I can assist you in several ways, but it comes with a fee. You, um, I can assist you in reviewing your CV, American Standard CV, or I can assist you in writing your American Standard CV. I can coach you on how to write it. I can assist you on your personal statements, your statement of purpose. I can review it for you. I have done many reviews for some colleagues in the past, and even quite recently, I did one for someone, and I'm proud to say the person got admission to study here in the United States. She'll be joining us soon, so it's something I do. I actually didn't have time at first, so I wasn't forthcoming telling people, well, I can do this for you, I can, but now I have the time, so I'm going to help. I can coach you in CV writing, personal statement review, and I can also help you in the application process. If you want me to do the application, you feel, well, um, you are here, why don't you do the application for me? I can do it for you. And also, let's just say when everything goes well, you have your admission and you are ready to go for the interview. It's also another hurdle you need to cross. I can assist you in mock interviews, how to answer questions, how to go about your questions. I can teach you how to do that. I can also help you in finding a location for your interview. So, these are some of the services I provide. As I said, it's not for free because I need to make time and do that. So, if you need any of those services, you can contact me, send me a message. I will gladly reply and help you. Yes. So, I think I've come to the end of my presentation. If you have any questions for me, if there was anything that was not clear that you want me to talk about it again, um, I'm going to the comment section. If there's anything, I will talk about it. If there's none, I think we can end. Okay. Um, Okay, with the program, how many years does the program run? So, unlike the United States, where you have two types of masters, where you have the teaching or the coursework masters and the research masters. Here in the States, the program runs for 2 months. Actually, it's 10 months each in every year. Sorry, 2 years, 10 months. So, you have fall, spring, then you are done, unless there is a delay on your part or on the part of the department, which hardly happens. But it actually runs for 2 years. For example, for me, I started my program last year, August, and by God willing, next year, May, I'll be done with my program. So it actually runs for just 2 years, not more than 2 years. And yeah, there are many graduates. Is the program sponsored or fee paid, or and does it differ in each stage? So one thing you need to know that each state has the average income. So your average income will determine how much fees you are going to pay. That being said, there are many graduate assistantships and scholarships and fellowships that you can get after completing your program. There are many when or before you start your program, there are many graduate assistantships that you can get. For example, with what I have is a graduate assistantship um, scholarship. So what I do is I do research, I do community engagements and other stuff. Aside the graduate assistantship, there are also fellowships that are awarded for outstanding applicants. If you are applying and your application is very outstanding, you can be given a scholarship or a fellowship. Also, you can also get a scholarship by sending what we call a code email. Cold email, you send emails to professors to tell them that you are interested in their job, sorry, their work, their research work, and that you want to work with them in their lab. If there's a space and they see you as a good candidate, they are going to accept you, and you apply to the school. In your statement of purpose, you mention that you want to work with this professor because his research is of interest to you, and this is what you want to do, how it aligns with your career path. So when you talk about that and in your statement of purpose and you are giving um admissions, that's it, you have a scholarship. And also there are many job acquisition. There are many jobs you can get. You can work with the CDC, you can work with you can become a professor, a faculty member, you can work with NGOs. An example is my cousin. She did her doctoral studies in this school, the school I am in, Georgia Southern University. She got the chance to do her postdoctoral fellowship in Harvard University, and now she's a faculty member in a different university, not Harvard per se. So that is it. You can actually get a job. There are many jobs you get. Even if you don't want to stay in this country, you want to go back home, you want to go somewhere else, there are many jobs you can get. With your degree, you have this American degree, advanced degree. There are many jobs that you can get. There are many opportunities that are with you. Yes, Ali, Babali, how are you doing? I miss you. I miss you very much. I hope you are doing well. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for joining my live. Yeah. Any other questions? Of course, I'm waiting for you guys, or I want you all to be here. I really want you guys to be here. I really want you to experience what I I'm experiencing here, the good, the bad, the challenging, everything. I wish everybody could be here to experience that. Thank you for coming again. Thank you for coming to my life once again. This is actually my first life, so yeah, thank you. You being here has been an encouragement to me. Yeah. So next week I'm going to talk in depth about the SOPHAS application, how to choose schools, how to navigate them, what to look out for, and everything. I may do it on Zoom because today I couldn't share my screen. I didn't know what happened. I couldn't share my screen. So I would work on that. If I'm not able to do it on Facebook Live, what I'll do is that we will go to Zoom. I'll send a link and let you join through Zoom so that I can teach you how to navigate the schools, how to choose schools, which schools you should choose and what you should do, how the instructions, how you should follow them and everything. So next week Thursday, same time, we'll be doing this. If I have the opportunity, every Thursday I'll be talking about something related to application. All this I'm doing is to encourage you, no matter where you are, please try and apply. Things may be difficult now, and I know it's very difficult. In my time, it was difficult. When I was back in my home country, things were difficult, but then I, I encouraged myself and I did it. If I have been able to do it, anybody else can do it. You only need consistency and commitment, as I said earlier. You can do it. No matter where you are, you can do it. Just put your faith in it, get your documents ready, and tell yourself that come what may, I am applying. You will do it. I am here. If you have questions, you can send it to my messenger. I would gladly reply you. And I also encourage you to share this video to people. Okay, another question. The admission portal is actually open. It's got open on 16th August. So people are actually applying. People are still applying for the program. So the deadlines differ by school and differ by program. So next week when we meet, we'll talk about that. What I will encourage you to do is please try and create an account. Fill out your personal information, fill out your other information. If you have your school, your own student copy transcripts, student copy certificates, please do a PDF file and then you use that to apply. Later on, you would have to send your official transcript. So I shared the link once, but I'm sharing the link again. So next you have to start the application process. I want to see a progress by next week. I want to know that people have done the personal parts. They've also done the supporting information. They will talk about the rest and how to navigate through it next week. So please, everybody who watched my live today or who is going to watch it later on, please try and um, how do I say it? Try and create an account. Yeah, that's the way to say it. And share the video. Please share it for others to also view, learn something, and also start it. Because next week we are going on a full ride. We would be teaching how to get your school, how to choose a school, and then how to apply. Thank you all so much. I'm grateful that you are all on my life. Thank you so much for coming on my life. Um, I wish you all a good evening, a good weekend. I hope everything goes well for every one of you. And remember that with consistency and commitment, anything is possible. Thank you all. If there are no more questions, I will be ending the live in 3 minutes. If there are no more questions, I'll be ending the live in 3 minutes. Thank you all for coming. Being with me is something I greatly appreciate. Stay on. Yeah. So in 1 minute, I'll be ending the live if there are no more questions. But remember that you can always come to my messenger, my DM, drop your message. I'll reply you. I know sometimes I don't reply on time. Pardon me. But I will. I will. I promise. I will. I will. Okay. As I said, we are going to end now. Thank you all for coming and see you next week. Bye bye.